this is a soul gate.
I am the Lord of Deadside.
These are to halt your progress until you have a certain number of Dark Souls, basically. I'll show you exactly what I mean in a minute. Okay, anytime that happens, it's your connection establishing with Luke, I guess, because it means Luke's teddy bear gives us another warp, a place to warp to, which means now we can warp to this place as well as the Mario gates. Okay, find this. Okay, so this is the prophecy. Again, it's long as shit. It doesn't really tell you much. You know, it gives you some notes, like about, you know, Jonty and stuff. The serpent did guard the Mario gates, and he was a cheeky Irish fucker. But it does show you this. This is one thing that it is useful for. It kind of shows you on your shadow gauge how many Dark Souls you need. So the first kind of purple segment that I will need is 1 Dark Soul, and then I'll need 2 more, and then 4 more, and then 8 more, and then, you know, all the way up to 120 until I have all 120. So you can see the shadow meter there in the bottom right of the screen. And here's where we're going to get our first Dark Soul. You see this gate, like, I can only pass this gate if I have like the same amount of purple slots filled in my shadow meter. So I need 1 to get past that. I will explode this giant spiky testicle.
The power of the Dark Souls. I embrace it.
Yeah, you do. The power of the Dark Souls are mine. Anyway, yeah, so I got that 1 Dark Soul, and like I said, because I'm pro at this game, I have 1 segment filled, which means I can get past this shadow gate. Yeah.
I am the Lord of Deadside.
Yeah, he sure is up his own arse. He opens the door and he thinks he's a fucking lord or something. Yeah. Don't get too, you know, excited there, Mike. Okay, we'll go across this. Are we loading things like between kind of areas? I think they're called skin bridges. And there's a wee picture of the shadow mask that apparently his ribs are knitted into. I don't know how that works, but...
Unsalvaged souls that drift beyond the narrow gates for an eternity of waiting. This infinite limbo, this wasteland, this untamed, unnatural afterbirth I command with my endless darkness. What ineffable secrets are whispered within the paths of shadow? What red-edge realities rising bleak above the blasted skyline? Deadwing, Duppy, Zombie Mother, this voodoo lord outlast them all.
Deadwing, Duppy, and Zombie Mother. Okay, well there's a flying enemy in this game, so that must, I think that's Deadwing then. Well, I call him Batman. You know, that's what they look like. I think you can kind of see one just flying about up there. Yeah, there he is. So that must be Darkwing. And I think I know what a Zombie Mother is, but I don't know what a Duppy is. I think it might be one of these fish. Oh. There's wee fish in this water that bite you. Quite annoying as well. They're probably the one enemy in the game that do the most damage to me. Okay, so we have to get past this puzzle. So, oh, we've got a door here. Can't get through. So what do? We press the button. Let's do it. Oh no, of course not. That'll be too easy. If we see, like, a button with an arrow on it like that, it means that, it puts like a rope up across a certain place, I don't know. But, first time I played this, I thought that was it. You know, you just press the button and it opens the door. Like, most games, you know, early on in most games, or this early on in most games, you know, it would be something stupid like that, you know, simple. But not Shadowman. We're in Deadside, full. You know, this is going to be hardcore to the max. It's not going to be easy. it won't get easy until the end, actually, because this game actually kind of gets easier the more Dark Souls you get. So, all that just for like 2 Godot. So the obvious way to go, well, there is none. So what we have to do is go underwater and go through this tunnel. It wasn't too obvious the first time. Again, the first time I played this, it took me freaking ages to figure that out. But I guess it was probably 10 or something. So I guess it was thick. Here's one of those fish. Oh, they're so annoying. You can't actually shoot them, but you know who wants to do that? Just please let me up. The fish will eat me. Oh, okay. So here's the gangly motherfuckers. They're pretty annoying. They're annoying because they just like charge at you. You can't really. You just have to like strafe, lock on and strafe until they die. Come on. Anytime you're ready. Oh, kill him. So you see the enemies in this game, basically, if you hit them enough, they'll stop and they'll kind of bend over in pain. And then you have to hit them just with a normal shot. I say a normal shot because the more kind of shadow gauges I get in my shadow meter, the more powered up I can make my gun. Like, and right now I only have 1, so it's pretty crap. But a normal shot is just like a normal hit. So when they bend over, I hit them with a normal shot, and that'll like finish them off. We'll go up to this obvious, very huge button. And so yeah, all the bodies in the game basically, they all stop, and you have to finish them off with one shot. And if you don't, it seems to me, it's hard to tell that they get their all their health back if you don't finish them off. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. It's hard to really tell. But yeah, so you just have to make sure, even if you're fighting like 3 guys and one of them bends over, make sure to finish him off first. You see here, oh, there's a Deadwing here, or a Batman. They're quite dirty creatures because they spit at you. This big green slime. It's quite disgusting. And we seen with that door that it actually showed us which door opened, which must be just at the start of the game, because later on in the game, if you press a switch, it doesn't tell you what it does, which is quite annoying because, you know, you have no idea where to go then. Oh Jesus! I almost fell into the lava. This is an example of the Metroid kind of stuff I'm talking about. There will be places where you know you won't be able to get to until you can kind of walk on that lava or something. Well, spoilers, but yeah, we will be able to walk in lava eventually. Okay, we're gonna just run past these guys and press this button. More rope. And they're gonna be all attacking me now. Ah, you bastards. Jeez, 20 could do already. It's not too bad. I need 100, but this area is called the Wasteland, and the subsection of it is the Temple of Life. So really, our goal is to go to the Temple of Life and maybe drop these Kadu off when we have enough, and that'll give us more life. But you need 100 anyway, so at the moment, that'll be a long way away. Okay, so we'll go down here, get ourselves a few Dark Souls. Oh crap, I don't want health, I want Kado. Give me the sweet Kado. Netty. So here's that Govy. That's how we saw a minute ago. Get that now.
are mine.
But the thing about this game is that it kind of all loops back on itself. So if you see something kind of like, oh, well, this is a bad example, but you'll see, like, you know, that Govey in the distance, and then a minute later you'll actually be at it, so it does get a bit confusing at times, but luckily you've got me as a guide, and I know exactly where I'm going. Oh no, you son of a bitch. So anytime I mess up like that, it's obviously because the controls in this game are quite shit. That's all I'm blaming. I'm not saying I'm pro, but the controls in this are fairly awkward. It's not like Mario 64 levels of friggin' control here. But it's good enough. One thing that does have it over like Mario is the camera. The camera, like, you know, you can control and you can actually set it. So, you know, I can set it to, so it's like that. You know, showing my profile, which is good because, you know, Mario 64, it basically just like constantly like try to get behind you. Even if you try to set it in a place, it would just like go like behind you like automatically. Damn friggin' look at you, whatever the hell that camera wielder was called in Mario 64. I have played more games than just Shadowman and Mario 64, but that's the only one I can think of at the moment. So I'm using that as my example. Ah, yeah. Okay, so we've got two.
I embrace it.
Shut up, Mike. I'm trying to talk here. We've got two now. So we can go through another Shadow Gate, but there are more Dark Souls here that I want to get. And open up a few more warp areas. First I want to go down here. Trying to avoid these Mr. Ganglies. I can't really stop, but I do want to show you these gangly guys, you know, and get hit loads. But I really think those guys would be improved if they got a top hat as well. Maybe everything is improved by a top hat, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure these guys, gangly guys at least. Oh god, scary noises. That's why they're raging, I think. That's why they're, you know, attacking me. Because Shadowman is just so stylish with his glasses there that they just want a top hat, you know, to compete with his style. Oh well. Can't have it all, ganglies. Another reason I find this place like so confusing is that a lot of it does look like alike. Especially this wasteland area. Like, look, that showed me that, but it doesn't, you know, first time you play that, you don't have a clue where that is. Yeah, but a lot of it does look alike anyway. The same. I should use proper English. Oh god, they're so annoying. Getting stuck in the geometry. Ah! If you didn't hear me scream like that, it is me panicking. A lot of people will say this isn't a scary game, basically just because of the way it looks and stuff, but I think in some of the levels, because of the sound design and the fact that, well, the sound design and just the enemies, and you know, the fact that you're helpless because the controls are kind of crap, I do panic a bit. I find it scary anyway. Maybe it's just nostalgia from playing this when I was about 10, but I think it's a bit scary. Just a little bit scary. Oh shit. These guys might hit me off this rope. Please. Don't. Aye, Squinty. Squinty mofos. Okay, so we don't want to go in there yet.
The Dark Souls are mine.
Actually want to Let's go across here again. I hope these guys don't hit me. See, like, you can hear those Batmen even though they're not even in this area. What is up with that rope sound effect? I don't know what's going on there. I never noticed that before. It's weird. Let's go and see these Batmen. Get them to shut up. Quiet, you mofos! Okay, we've unlocked the Temple of Life. As a port. Jesus Christ, shut up. Seriously, guys. Batmen are sucky, shut up. Hooray, Temple of Life. And that's a thing. So we'll ignore that thing. Go down here. Kill a gangly monster. So although we do have actually 2 shadow meters, and we can power our shots up a little bit, you can see it barely friggin' even makes a difference in those guys. Let us look at will show us the way to go. Yeah. This is one bit where like changing the camera angle really helps, because you can actually just like, you know, look behind you, so that if you need to jump or something. Also remember to change it back, because a lot of the time I would be running around like this, and it really does mess up your perspective, and usually makes me run off side of like platforms in the lava. The also good thing about this is I'm not using an N64 controller, I'm using a mini Hori pad. So the D-pad is actually right in the middle. So it is actually useful. Unlike the D-pad on an N64 controller, where you need like 3 arms to use it. Although I don't really like where the Z buttons are in this. The Z buttons are like basically where you'd have the R2 and L2 kind of things on like an Xbox or a PS3 controller, so I'm not really sure I like that about it, but I guess I don't really know where else they would put Z buttons. Ho-ho! Alright, let's go. This is only like... fucking hell. It does say that this is a temple, but it's not really. It's very short. See, I'm waiting for the health there that I get from your mom, but I don't even need it. Oh. What if there's Godot in here? No. Just 4 of these guys. Pointless. They don't drop down or anything, so I don't know why they're there. I don't know why you'd bother sitting there and killing them all, like, but I guess if you really needed health. Here we go. It's the Temple of Life. Let's get the Godot here. First of all, we have 36. We'll activate this cheat.
100 Caddo, given in offering to the lower, shall greatly increase the strength of a man's spirit.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself, Mike. Thanks very much. Back to me in the studio. But if you ever interrupt me again, I will throw you in a pit of lava. What he's saying is you need 100 of these, you bring them here, and you get an extra wee life segment there in the bar. What we'll do is we'll pick up this baton. This is actually a weapon, which is a bit strange. Alright. It's a bit strange as a weapon, like, it fires a bit of fire. Like, I find the gun, the default pistol is probably the best because you can power it up. But, I don't really use the rest. This is, the thing that we saw at the start of the temple. And as you can see, it, kind of warps you. Oh, crap. How do you put this away? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it kind of warps you to its twin, wherever that may be. So it's a bit of a leap of faith. If you don't know where you're going, You know, you could teleport anywhere. Like, for instance, teleporting into a really annoying room with lots of loud bodies. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Alright, so we're gonna go back. A wee bit of backtracking here. Why are we backtracking? Oh yeah, okay, I know where we're going now. We're gonna get something that I can't remember what name it is. The Asson? Could be Asson. Yeah, it could be the Asson. So if you remember earlier, this rope, I pressed that button for this rope to go across, so we're gonna go down here now. Hope it doesn't make any strange noises. I do have a map, actually, on the screen here as well, because it is quite easy to get lost. So just for, oh crap, for full, oh no, yeah, for full disclosure, that's all I'm saying. I'm going to be a bit of a noob and use that. Shadowman. These are creepy little bastards. They're like conjoined twins with no legs. Look at them. I think they're the zombie mothers. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. And there's no music, so it's eerily quiet. So let me just fill the void of silence with this elevator music. That's not
are mine.
So at least the bad guys actually know who I am. Shadowman. I am Skeletor. Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're not even that threatening, really, because they don't really do anything. They spit at you as well, but I mean, I don't know why they're any worse than like the other bodies. I don't know why I keep on almost walking off the edge there. Okay, so this is the Asson. So I guess it's like a voodoo rattle. Oh my god, so yeah, it fires fire as well, so hooray, another thing that fires fire. They weren't very inventive, to be honest. Although, notice how much health I have, holy shit. That's all I wanted from there though, isn't it? Yeah, this just leads me to this gate that I need 6 things for, and I'll just go back across the skin bridge quickly and go back to where we came from.